Hey everyone, I am back with a challenge. I have been asked as part of my design team commitments by the wonderful Kelly over at A Beautiful Plan to get involved and do something creative to tell you a little bit about myself. So I have decided to do like a flip book that tells you a little bit about me, my life, and hopefully this will tell you a bit about me and who I am. So, starting off, the first 18 years of my life, I was born in 1980, so I am 35, in Manchester. I am an only child. My mum and dad got married and then divorced when I was only one. But I had a really happy childhood. I was a really happy girl, loved school. And I went off to university when I was 18 to Manchester Metropolitan University, where I studied business information technology. Then 19 to 26, so I met my first husband when I think I was about 19, and then I was married at age 22, which is incredibly young. But sadly it didn't work out and we split up and I was divorced by the age of 26. So that was pretty tough, pretty stressful time of my life, trying to sort out a divorce and the house and just, I was very young to try and get my head around all that. But anyway, I met my current husband, Chris, when I was 27. We actually met online dating. So that was quite funny. Then life now. So between 27 and 35, where we are now. So in 2009, I found out that I was pregnant. And it was quite a surprise. Chris and I hadn't been living in the house we live in now for very long, and James was a surprise to say the least. So he was born in 2010, he was a big baby, £9 10 ounces, and quite soon after James was born we decided that we'd quite like to have another baby, have children who were close in age, so we tried to have another baby and it took a very, very, very long time. We had a lot of problems. We had 3 miscarriages, 3 ectopic pregnancies, and unfortunately the doctors had to take away my tubes, so there was no way that I was going to be able to conceive naturally. So the only thing that we could do was to give IVF a go. We just said that we would have one round, and if that one round didn't work, it wasn't meant to be, and we would stop. And thankfully it worked, and of these little 2 embryos that we got, sadly we didn't manage to keep hold of both of them. So one of these is Abby, and I don't know which one. But it worked, and we were so lucky. Then not long after I got pregnant, we got married. Then Abby was born early. She was 6 weeks premature, and she weighed £5.14. And she wasn't that poorly, to be fair. She didn't need to go into special care. She just needed a little bit of extra help when she was born, some phototherapy, but she was perfect. And she's a live wire. She's a bundle of fun. She's a diva. She knows what she wants. But we were so lucky. So lucky. Then in 2014, not long after Abby was born, I found out that I had cancer, but I wasn't going to give up, and luckily in 2015 I found out that I was all clear, so that was amazing news. Other things that happened 2015, I was part of the volunteer cast for Take That, so if you went to one of their shows, last year and you saw the people on stage doing with the props and the singing and the dancing, then I was one of those people, which was pretty amazing. And then from that moment on, really, I decided to give up work. So I was an analyst, a data analyst for a law firm, but childcare costs and not being with the kids, it was too much, and I hadn't gone through IVF and everything else to then just give Abby up for full-time childcare. We had the problem of James wraparound care at school, summer holiday, childcare, everything else. So we decided that the best thing to do for me and for the children would be for me to give up work and become a full-time mummy. And then 2016, beginning of this year, I became a planner girl. So I got my first planner, which was a teal A5 Kikki that I no longer have. And since then, using a planner every day has kept me on the straight and narrow, makes me feel more organised, it keeps the house running better. Without having a planner, I wouldn't have a plan, I wouldn't feel as in control, I wouldn't know what was going on. So being a planner girl gives me a creative outlook, it gives me somewhere to capture things to do, capture memories. So not long ago I was very lucky to become a part of Kelly's design team, which was something that I'd wanted to do ever since PlannerCon. In April I said that I wanted to get on a design team, and I've been lucky enough to become part of Kelly's team, which is awesome. So that is my story. So I would love to see your story in whatever way, shape or form you want to do it, drawing or doing a flip book or anything. Yeah, just get involved and show us your story. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.